Hey, yo, what the business is? You already know what time it is. It's Wednesday. I can only mean one thing. It is time for what the shit. Hold on, y'all know I got to get my Instagram people in here before we. There we go. Now we live. This time we live for sure before the show starts, so we ain't got to worry about it. Got a great flow show for y'all tonight. You already know what time it is. Let's get it. Let go. Oh, hey. What's going on, people? What's going on? Boom. What's good, man?
Man, shit, ready to fucking play some WWE 2K, listening to that shit. So
Yeah.
what you, man?
Welcome back. So let me ask you this before we get started. Did you get your superpowers when the eclipse hit? Or was you too far gone in Arizona?
Hell yeah, I was too far gone, man. That shit was only on Texas and the other side, so we ain't get to see it. That shit was on the other side of the sun out here, man. I was pissed.
So Cleveland went full dark. Where I was at, it was dark for like 10 seconds. And then it was like, nah, nigga, you don't get the full eclipse experience. So we waited 50 years for nothing. But whatever. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. You already know what time it is. This is what the shit. This is Wednesday, so that can only mean one thing. It's time for us to act crazy, go wild, and get nuts. Speaking of which, shout out to South Carolina women who won the national title and beat Caitlin Clark because I was tired of hearing about her. Shout out to UConn's men who won and beat Purdue. WrestleMania was this weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. We got to see some great stuff. Boom, let me ask you, because we were talking back and forth during the whole thing. Are you back into wrestling or is it nah?
The Destiny's Child, they got me, bro.
Childs of Destiny, yeah, that's what I call them.
Oh, that's what they did. They call themselves Childs of Destiny.
Oh, that's what I call them. That's what
you call them. Okay, Childs of Destiny. Yeah, they Gil
Jade Cargill, Naomi,
and Bianca.
Yeah,
pretty much. They got me. And then when you told me they ages, because I'm like, damn, nigga, these am I too old? 37. You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to not be looking?
Yeah, brother. No, they look a little oranges. Oh, no, they're gonna pink on the top. Salad. That's salad.
That's not pink.
That's salad.
Salmon. This is orange, man. This is orange, man.
Orange and salmon, whatever, But yeah, the Child of Destiny's got us back in there, man. So I'm really excited.
Hey, can I say this though, real quick?
Sure you can.
So shout out to the WWE for the entertainment. I like the fact that they brought the Undertaker back for that little choke slam situation. I like how they, set it up for Roman Reigns to lose. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? You could see that was going to happen from the first show. But shout out to WWE, man. That's a good show, man. That's all I wanted to say. I've been down on them for a whole long time. So shout out to them. That's all I wanted to say.
Cool. Appreciate that. I got no other news and notes, so we're going to get our guest in here. Hello.
How you doing?
We good. How about you? How are you? How did you enjoy the backstage? Did you enjoy our little green room with no M&Ms, no water, no nothing? Still struggling though. I got partnerships and stuff like that, but it ain't where I wanted to be. They ain't paying yet, so unfortunately. But please introduce yourself to the people.
I am Author Nikki Nicole. I'm an author. I'm a podcaster. I'm the host of Breaking the Silence podcast that I just launched in February. I'm the author of 5 books. I have 3 poetry collections, a short story collection, and autobiography.
So let me ask you this: what don't you do? Because there's a lot of stuff that you do. What don't you do?
Sleep.
I can dig it. So I wanted to bring you in on this question before we get to what it is you do. You started in February. How does it feel so far being a podcaster?
Oh man, it feels great. I mean, it's something I've always wanted to do. And finally, I feel like I'm coming out of my shell. I'm living in my purpose. So I love what I'm doing. Every day things change. Every day, you see something new, you learn something new in podcasting. Now I'm almost to season 3 with almost, well, probably over 100 episodes at this point.
You working.
Working.
How many episodes you do a season?
Well, that in the beginning, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna interview everybody in the beginning. So that's
well, it didn't matter what they was doing. They could have been just selling cookies at home. Like, how do you make your cookies, man?
You know what I'm saying?
I got the interviews. I know.
For
exactly.
real. But now I'm kind of like, trying to get it to at least 20 episodes, in 1 month at least.
Ooh,
in the beginning, I didn't have a set goal.
It's about me working.
I'm about to say, bro, I feel like I'm slacking now. She said 20.
I feel good. I'm going on 4 years, and I'm like, but I also don't do. I also take super mad long breaks because I get burnt out. So let me ask you this: have you had the podcast promoters in your inbox yet? Have you reached that level of stardom? Because once they start them Habibs and all them start hitting your inbox to try to get your podcast, they want to. No, bro, you laughing because you ain't reached the level of stardom.
I got
to start getting those inboxes where they just hit you up out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, give me your podcast. I'm gonna promote it for you, $60."
Okay.
Listen. I've been there with the Spotify. We can get you views. Pay $50. We can get you this many views. Hitting them up and shit. And I'm like, Only reason why I didn't do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. No hate to anybody who paid for their views and likes. No hate. Only reason why I didn't do it is because I started looking at everybody else's views and likes. Like, damn, nigga. And I look at them. And all it is Habibs, Abdul, the Gees, and none of them, they got one picture, one post, fake ass page. I'm like, okay, so now you're going to see them fake. So I never did it. But I almost got caught up, though. Almost.
Yeah, those scammers, that's what they are. Blocked.
We blocking them.
So, because I asked you this because I had the weirdest encounter I've ever had. I had somebody, no names, please. I ain't going to say their name, podcast domination, jump in my inbox with like 2 pictures and then was like, yeah, so we can do this package. I was like, nigga, what the like you didn't even say nothing, but you showed me 2 pictures and start asking for money in packages, bro. You get blocked. Like I don't do that.
They make you feel like you good, man. They send me a picture and then they flex your shit up or something. And then after that, they'd be like, okay, if you send me something else, they give you something real cheap or some crazy shit. I know.
Okay.
I'm not with it. So almost over 100 episodes. You've been doing this since February. What is Breaking the Silence about?
Well, my platform, my vision becomes more and more clear to me as I go. Initially, my aim was entrepreneurs, authors, artists, poets, anybody that had a story to tell. Mm-hmm. It's still the same. I want to shine a light on people, everyday people that are actually successful and advertise them, promote them, and get them to the next level because people need people. I want to see everybody win.
Exactly. I can feel that. I'm sorry. You're new here. I got to do this. Have you had a bad interview yet? One where you was like, this ain't going to never see the light of day. The same place where they had the crystal skull. I mean, I
don't make me do that. Don't make me do that.
I'm sorry. I got to because I wouldn't be me. I've asked this question. I've asked artists who the worst artist they ever heard, local or big. I got to because I wouldn't be me if I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I know you're new here, and if this will be the only question I ask, it may be the only question I ask like this. But we all, because I've been doing this for a while. You've been doing this since February. Boom, been doing this for a while. We've all had that 1 or 2 episodes where you'd be like, that was like watching paint dry in the middle of July in Antarctica. Like that was just horrible. And I can't believe I sat through that for like 45 minutes to an hour. I've ever had. I'd rather have had Ebola on a cot.
The fuck.
But have you had a bad interview yet? Or that what you felt was bad that you didn't really
I wouldn't say bad. I haven't had a bad interview. I've had an interview where I only had 3 questions that I got out, and I did less talking. They pretty much did all the talking. So I wouldn't say bad, but it was 45 minutes of them talking.
You pretty much wanted to tell them to shut what they call the fuck up sometimes. It's cool. I get it. We've been there. You know, I had somebody, I literally had to take the motherfucker off stage and be like, bro, I'm gonna need you to, I need to get some other questions in here because you just talking. And now we'll listen to you talk about nothing. But it's cool. So
It happens. It happens.
best interview so far, like one that you was like, man, this is amazing. And I've got so much vital information out of this.
I've had so many of those though, because now there's one interview that I thought was very powerful to the point where when we did go live, the internet connection was like kind of off. So after that, I invited her back to do a pre-recording because I wanted her story to be heard. She actually cried on the live telling her story, so I knew that this story needed to be heard. So that was probably like all-time best interview with information to help somebody, you know.
Those are good ones, especially when the internet go out. I feel like any show where the internet is going out, I know it's gonna be good because somebody trying to stop it. Either that, I ain't paid my internet bill. Either one of
them, huh?
One or two is happening. But you also write. So, what is it like to be a writer and a podcast? Because those are kind of two different mediums, but at the same time, you're still creating, you're still expressing artistic, prowess. So, what do you like more, writing or podcasting?
I love podcasting, no cap. And I have been writing since I was 5 years old, but podcasting takes me to a different level. It's like a form of healing for me because I'm coming out of the shell that I've been in for so long. So I would say hands down podcasting.
I tell anybody, any chance I get, if you never had a podcast or never thought about it, you should try it. Because there is healing in it. I started this podcast, under some trauma, I guess. Not I guess, but my dad had passed away. So then I was on somebody else's podcast. I was like, hey, I want to talk my own shit. So that's how this got started. But it is I don't want to say it's the Wild West, but it's kind of like freeing because when you control your own content, you can say what you want, what you feel, and there's nothing that can really stop you.
Like therapy.
It is therapy because, especially when you do it live, I think that's why I started doing it live because recording is cool to me. But when that red light come on and there's people watching, interacting, that energy that you feel, that I call it frantic energy. It's like going to the Super Bowl or being, the headliner at WrestleMania or saying going for the national championship. There's a different feeling when there's people watching and interacting that you don't get when you're recording. So I can understand that completely. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna quit. I done retired like 5 or 6 times doing this, and then I keep coming back. It's a high that I can't get nowhere else. Like podcasting is an intoxicating drug. But you also write. So let's talk about the writing. You've been writing since 5. You have what, 5 books out, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Are you writing something now? Or are you just kind of letting those books marinate?
Well, I was supposed to actually release a book in February called When Love Speaks. It was supposed to be a short story collection. But I got so tied up in the podcast. I've written a little bit, and I'm supposed to, believe it or not, come out with another book in May on Mother's Day, called Motherhood. But to be honest, I've only written maybe a paragraph since. So yeah.
I mean, podcasting can do that to you because there's been many nights I done been up supposed to be doing something and I'm editing something or rewatching or putting stuff out or getting ready for the next week. So I can understand how that be. But you got 2 books you behind on, so I'm gonna need you to get those books out. Yeah.
I got to.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-oh.
Thought it was my turn.
No, you hold on, boom. What's one book that's kind of really shaped your love for reading and writing?
That's difficult. I said the last book that I picked up to read when I had time to read. Haven't finished it, but the book Finding Me. What's her name? She's an actress. God, I can't think of her name. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Viola
Oh,
Davis.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know she had a book out. That's how bad I am with books.
I'm gonna need you to do better.
Me? Oh, I ain't read a book. You don't even want to know the last book I read.
Cat in the Hat, huh? Looking ass.
Hey, might have been. No, the last book I actually read was The Rock's autobiography. God damn, that made me sound bad. Like I ain't read a book in my life. Literally as fuck. Anywho, I'm gonna ask you another question, and then I know Boom has some questions. What is one failure that made you kind of help you get success better? If that makes sense. That was a weirdly dumbass question. It was dumb the way I put it out there. Hold on, let me rethink this. Because I know I can make it sound smarter.
I can make it work.
I can make it work. Your personal failure that eventually led to a success. That sounds better. Not that I love wrestling. Sorry, not that I love wrestling. Is actually I do. It was like I grew up watching football and wrestling. Those are the two things that kind of shaped me. But anywho, one failure that led to success. Sorry, I told you it's crazy.
I don't know if I had a failure that led to success per se. I say I had a vision that I thought would be a failure and ended up being a success. I would say my podcast. I didn't think my podcast would be the way it is, but I'm thankful for the way it is. So I really didn't think that it would take off the way it did, honestly.
So was it more of the vision or just the unexpected love and support you got from it?
The unexpected support, the unexpected connections that I have with people that I don't know. It's not the people that I do know, it's the people that I don't know that really support me. I mean, hands down support me. They will pray for me, they will share posts, they will, come on my platform. They give me encouraging words every day. So I have people that I have never laid eyes on that really have a love for Author Nikki Nicole and Breaking the Silence. So I'm grateful for the platform because it connected me with some really, really good people.
I would say that's probably the biggest lesson I had to learn starting podcasting, that nobody in my family gives a fuck that I have a podcast.
I can't
That's
say
the sad part about it, man.
No, I mean, I don't mean that they don't really care, like overall. It's like they know who I am. They know I talk shit. So it's like, yeah, it's just him talking shit to a bunch
of that all the time.
All our life. So but it really is the strangers that and I don't even call them strangers no more. It's just the connections I've had, some of the dope people I got to meet, some of those people leading to bigger and better things, or just more connections. Some of the biggest people, like you said, that you don't know, be the ones that support you the most because they see you in a different light than your family and friends might see you. So that's the thing about it, is people get discouraged and be like, oh, my family ain't listening. They're not going to. It's not for them. That's why the biggest part of this is I don't look for people that I know to support it. It'd be people I don't know. I've never, like you said, never laid eyes on, probably won't ever see them a day in life. And I couldn't pick them up out of a lineup, but I know that they, still got love for it. Boom. You felt like you had some questions.
I got two. So one of them is immature, but I do need to know.
Of course.
And then the other one is actually realistic. So I'm gonna ask the first one, and then maybe you can answer them both at once. But so South Carolina, you're from South Carolina, right? And that's kind of a question in itself. But you live in North Carolina with your family, so that's two questions. So that wasn't the questions actually.
That wasn't the questions.
Go ahead.
I said you live in North Carolina, so right. So I'm just making sure I'm confirming. But okay, so why is there a fucking difference? Like, why can't it just be Carolina? That's the first question. That's the immature question. Second question, mature question. You have books in different places, women's shelters, libraries, just different places throughout your career. Your books. How does that feel to just know that your books is just out here for people to touch? What type of feeling you get just knowing that? Fuck the sales, forget the sales and all that. Just how does it feel to have that?
Well, I think I'm gonna answer the last question first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think on that first question. So initially when I wrote my first book, my goal was not to make any money from it, actually. Even in the first year, I just wanted to give a book away. So I gave my books away a lot to different places, libraries, high schools, shelters. The book Portrait of My Soul was mainly a book about traumas in my life. So that's why I gave that to the women's shelter. Then all of my books are in the museum in my hometown. So I just more or less gave away a lot of books, and it feels great, actually.
It feels great. It make you feel like you like, yeah, I'm in here with Maya Angelou now. I'm in here too. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, cool. You can't. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. We don't speed past accomplishments. You just said your books is in a museum.
Yes.
Yeah, we ain't about to speed past that.
Let's talk about that. How do we do this?
Let's unpack that. Let's get to the root of that. I ain't got no flex. Like she trying to flex. We don't fast flex on this show. We take our time to appreciate that what is.
When we take our girl on a date to the museum, we gonna see her shit.
Yeah, so you got books. Like, because I don't have nothing. Like, I'm in a Hall of Shame somewhere, I'm pretty sure, but I ain't never been.
I'm still trying to get a poster up in that motherfucker.
I'm trying to get in the door sometimes. Like, you got a whole like, and then she was just like, yeah, you're not gonna books in my gym, back home. But anywho, like I was, nah. So how does that come about and how does that feel?
Man, it's love. I love it, especially in my hometown. My books it's in my high school, my alma mater as well too. I went there to speak at my alma mater, and I put my book in their library. So yeah, it's awesome. Every time I come out with a book, the museum supports, and I don't have to give it to them; they purchase it. So that's a blessing.
Ooh, super flex. She was like, nigga, I ain't giving up nothing. They come to me. I am the book plug for them.
So it's genres in books? Is it genres? Okay, so because I see you do poetry, but I didn't know if it was like just a genre. So you do poetry, you got an autobiography. Is there any other genres that you?
Sure. Well, I do short stories.
Short stories, okay.
Which I'm probably gonna just stick with short stories from this point on, just because I think that's my niche with writing short stories.
Short stories, like straight to the point.
I mean, the mixed emotions was mainly, a book where I just did stories of everyday life, things that happen with a twist, basically, and left people on cliffhangers. So that became like my big selling book because it also has explicit stuff in it. So yeah, you know what they say about that.
Yeah, them Boone's favorite books.
Hey, look, I'm already on the page, so I'm seeing stuff. I don't know what you want to release.
The crazy thing about Boom is he like them Danielle Steele waiting to exhale books where they be like my bosom and waiting with bated breath. That's his shit. It is.
Yeah, Chris.
Sorry.
Arizona.
Yeah, that helps.
Still got a groove back right somewhere in there, so waiting to exhale all that.
So short stories are I forgot where I was going with that thought.
Straight to the point, right? Like if we tell a short story, you're gonna go straight to the point with the short. It ain't gonna be like a long 70-page book. It's gonna be like you said, everyday life.
Everyday life. I mean, like for instance, okay, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. Okay, so it's a story in there where these two females are supposed to be getting married. And one of the females sleep with the other female brother.
Oh shit!
She finds out about it, but they still don't know she know about it. So they get this note to meet at this certain address. So boom, they show up at this address, and the sister is there, and saying, oh, how can y'all, sleep with each other, whatever the case may be. And the fiance was looking like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she said, well, you know what? One thing you didn't know is that he has AIDS.
Oh,
great story.
I ended it. I ended it there.
Yeah, I think AIDS would be the ender. That's
short story.
Yeah.
So when Love Speaks, it's supposed to be the second part to Mixed Emotions, basically. And people are waiting on that book, and I just
More of the story: do not sleep with somebody who ain't your fiance.
And with it being a short story, now you can make books, all kinds of books over that. We could make the story about how he got the AIDS. We can how they got married. Yeah. Oh man, look at you, fire!
fire.
I still kept on the fact that was the short story. This one, that's so much happened in that story.
You want to know more about the other book?
I'm still trying to figure out this. Okay, yeah, word.
I gotta find out what the fuck.
Yeah, now I gotta find out. Now I'm invested. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm so confused. Like, first of all, when the nigga come in the picture with AIDS, and then wow, you know what? We gonna wait on it.
Go buy the book, man. We just
Let's get the book. Just get the book.
I can't. Wow. Oh, I had something else I was gonna ask you, but that threw me for a loop. Boom. Ask another question until I can figure out what I was going to ask.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. That was a cliffhanger.
That was fire.
So North Carolina, South Carolina. You kind of skipped
back to that.
Oh yeah, she skipped that.
All right. So
no.
So you was on the TV show. Mm-hmm. How did that happen, and what was that like? What was the experience?
Well, you know what? I think
it's called It's Lit, right? It was called It's Lit.
Yeah, It's Lit with Author Dre Lit.
Okay, how was that? What was that like?
Oh man, that was awesome. I think she reached out to me, and I ended up being on her show. That was a little while ago too. That was a good little while ago.
It was a good while ago.
But it was a good show. I mean, she pretty much advertised my books and everything. That was like more or less when I was just coming out with my books, kind of. So it was kind of a good show. I mean, she promoted me. She advertised me. She asked me certain questions. It was an experience because she was out of Atlanta. So that was the biggest thing. She was in Atlanta, and we still connect to this day.
So obviously, you use a lot of your work. A lot of your work come from like life. You know what I'm saying? Shit that be happening in life. I don't know if it's stories you or around you, you know, but it's obviously some real shit to it. What do you do to if you come across like a writer's block situation? What's your move? Like, how do you get out of that funk?
That's probably what I'm experiencing right now, actually. And I haven't figured out how to get out of that yet. I usually listen to music for one and get the thoughts to flowing, but here lately it's been a little off for whatever reason. So I guess because I'm so invested in the podcast right now that my mind is like on everything I have going on with the podcast, so I can't really draw myself to write. And I have to be in a quiet area too, you know.
Question from the gallery. Do you have a publishing company? Jesus Christ.
I have a publishing company in the works. That may be next year. But I do have people that I do take out in my wing to kind of like help them get their book published and copywritten. Matter of fact, after my appearance tonight, I am meeting with someone to try to help them get their book off the ground. So I do help people.
Let me ask you this, because me and Boom were working on this book. It's based on this billion. So the book is called $2 billion. So basically, the premise of this book is this old rich white guy just walks up to this couple and be like, "Hey, I'll give you guys each $2 billion, but you got to be handcuffed. Y'all both got to be handcuffed to y'all worst exes." And after
she finna make a book out this bitch
no.
too. Look at her, gave her a book already, but go ahead.
Don't do that to me.
Each one got to be handcuffed to their worst ex. So after 1 year, after 6 months, you get $1 billion, and at the end of the year, you get the whole $2 billion, and that's per person. You know, so everybody get $2 billion a piece if they can make it through this whole thing. But y'all got to be handcuffed to your worst ex, and we talking about like police handcuffs, 3 lengths of space, and it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day for a year.
$2 billion.
$2 billion is a lot of money, though.
$2 billion. By June, you will be a billionaire. By January, you'll be a super billionaire. You'll be official billionaire. Yes,
handcuff me.
So that's the premise of our book: is these couples going through this, and then the billionaire comes back to them, 6 months later, and was like, "Hey, I give you guys another, $2 billion a piece if we make this a reality show." So now they go on this reality show, handcuffed, and it's called Love on Lockdown. So it's called Love on Lockdown, and it's the chronicles of these exes, they worst ex, like, you know what I'm saying, the person that you couldn't stand to be around after the relationship was over, all encompassing the hate that you give. See how I did that? Anywho, y'all missed, that was Thug. The hate, y'all, it'll hit y'all later. So that's the premise of this book is, you know, these four couples being watching their exes being handcuffed to other people, and they have to deal with everyday life and this other person shackled to them.
Hey,
Wow.
listen,
I know
it's gonna be a great show.
You know what's even crazier than that? I just made all that up right here.
It's gonna be a great show, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. When he said it the first time, I didn't think of it as a show, right, or a book. But then when he just said it just now, and us talking to you, it definitely went there. Now I probably ain't got time to write no book. I don't know about him, but
somebody had that idea. Just give me credit for it. You know,
because I see it, like I can see an old ass billionaire come, like the movie start, but the movie, the whole premise of the movie, or not just the story, but just the movie itself. As we watching them, it's gonna be the crazy shit that's going on while they handcuffs. That's really what's gonna make the show. You know what I'm saying? So I
the
just see
personal
that shit.
dynamics of you being handcuffed to your worst ex.
Man,
The person that you're with right now is handcuffed to their worst ex. So now the four of y'all is handcuffed to the person that you don't want to be with. And then what if the two that y'all handcuffed with, they start loving each other? So now
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's this it's not a thruple, it's a fruple. So now you got this thruple going on, the word I just made up because fuck it, it's only words, they don't control us, we control them. So now you got this thruple going on. Like that's I don't know. But I asked these guys last week this question, and so many people couldn't really, they didn't want to do it. It's like, oh fuck the money, I don't want to be handcuffed to my worst ex because you know, you know, but think about it. You can do 6 months, you get $1 billion and walk away.
Okay, that's easy money. That's easy money.
You know,
come on now.
I'm pretty sure some people done did a lot of worse shit for 6 months and done it for free.
Done it for free. Done it for the fuck.
As a friend of mine, Brandy says you done worse for less for free.
For free.
So, I'm just saying. But no, that was a premise that I thought of because it was something, like I said, I asked them. But then now that you're here, I'm like, this will be a good book that we can turn into a movie, and then we can have one of them old white crypt keeper looking dudes play the one of them Hell's Gates looking guys play the old man. You know what I mean? And then I envision like Megan Good as the one person.
Oh,
then you got
Megan Good. I love Megan Good.
Michael B. Jordan, and then the exes is like Dave Chappelle. What's his name? What's Evil Dave Chappelle's name? Damn it. He played Can't Get Right. Can't think of his name. That guy. And then the other one.
I know you're talking about Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Brother. Okay,
yeah.
Evil Dave Chappelle. Hey, bro, shut the fuck up.
You like Evil Dave Chappelle. See, and that's what we thought of. But then it's like you having sex with your ex, and then your like, you know what I mean, your other person is still there. So it's like it's gonna be weird handcuffed, and now all you see is this, your arm moving while they having sex. Like that's I don't know. I think about stuff like this in life because my mind is in a terrible place. But so yeah, you got Michael B. Jordan and Megan Good, you got Evil Dave Chappelle, and then you got who's the
I gotta fight this nigga's name. You gotta stop calling him that.
He don't look like the Evil Dave Chappelle. Just saying, he look like Evil Dave Chappelle. He like Dave Chappelle up to no good. But no, I think like I think about stuff like that. So I have as you can see, I have the imagination. I just don't like writing.
You got the imagination, definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I grew up an only child with 6 brothers.
That passed over somebody's head.
You know, so hey, they'll pick up what the pastor say, they'll catch it later. But no, I just because I think life is about doing stuff like that. I mean, I don't like having them serious thoughts and stuff like that. It just be too much. So my imagination just takes over. And then I started smoking recently, so that's why I thought of that question because I was high. And I was just like, what if your ex got handcuffed to you? And I was like, what if some crazy old man just gave you $1 billion to be handcuffed to your ex? And then I asked these dudes the question last week, and nobody could really. After a while, everybody was like, yeah, I'll do it because it's $2 billion.
No,
But
I was with it off jump. I was with it.
But I just because then you got to think about what if you in the store and now you got your ex handcuffed to you. You got your girl with you, her ex handcuffed to her. And now y'all, you know what I'm saying, going to buy
Big
fruit.
happy family.
Yeah, and what if the nigga eat my Fruit Loops and I'm, you know what I'm saying, like I want my Fruity Pebbles. You dig? So now this nigga downstairs eating Fruity Pebbles, like shit like that just make me think.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga.
It's
2025, I got 2 billion. Man, it's gonna be like
the Fruit
1.5.
Loops.
Man,
that's that question I used to smoke.
Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I might be down there making nigga. You like Fruit Loops or Captain Crunch, my nigga?
Yeah,
Like,
no, hey, that's you might as well give him your manhood. Ain't no way.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not about to be making a grown man cereal. I don't even make my son cereal.
I mean, listen, bro. At this point, bro, I ain't gonna be mad. Shit, what the fuck?
I would be mad
for though.
It's the principle. But to answer this question, so I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to smoke a long time ago, and I got really, really high one time. And we're gonna get back to Nikki because this question just popped up, and of course we answer questions. So I got really high one time, too high. You ever been so like I was like upstairs in a room and I could hear everything loud, like I was in the room, and I was like, yeah, Lord, this is too high, take me off. And I never smoked again. And then recently I got older and now I can handle it now. But it actually, to tell you the truth, is just more because I don't like taking, I will never take pills or anything like that. You know, so it does help with like bodies to pain and stuff like that and take my mind away from like just overthinking or being over anxious or, you know, doing too much anxiety and, you know, stress and all that. So it's more of a medicine, not like I'm doing it just for recreation. So I don't do it a lot and I don't like, you know, do it heavy. I really don't broadcast.
Life, dog.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that part. That made me feel old as fuck.
Oh.
Let's move on. Danny, you got 2 questions before I answer your next one. That's crazy. I'm glad y'all caught that because I damn sure didn't catch that midlife part. Jesus.
Yeah, midlife.
Like I'm 50. Like, yeah, you smoked 25 years ago. Right. 25 years later, you decided to pick it up with gray hair and a cane.
I caught that too, boom. I caught that too.
I'm looking at it like she said in midlife. As he going, he said, I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, you might have just been midlife too. Like,
the midlife part at all.
All right. He was excited after that question.
Look, he tried to tell us why he started, and the answer is in the question. Is his midlife? He in the midlife part. This is why he started. That's exactly why.
Hey, I ain't gonna buy a motorcycle and a leather jacket, so I'm good.
Hey,
Bucky.
Anywho, so with everything going on in this crazy world, do you feel because a lot of podcasters feel the need to like jump on trending topics and be a part of the main wave and everything like that? I like to talk about the stuff, you know, 3-4 months or weeks after the fact because it just seems like everybody's on that wave and too many people now just it gets hard to hear what's real and what's fake because too many people are talking about the same thing. And then a lot of people have this problem where they put their opinion in as facts. And that's bring me on another tangent. I don't know about y'all. What's your podcast pet peeve? Like, what's one thing that you hate as a podcaster that people do that you be like, damn, I want to smack the fire out of this person?
Be on time. Be on time. Show gonna start on time. If I ask you to come in 5-10 minutes early, it's for a reason. Be on time.
I can dig that.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
Boom, you got a podcast pet peeve?
People want to respect my shit. As far as my show, I do not like. First off, when you come on my show and act as if my show is less than nothing, don't come on my show like my show is less than nothing. I'll kick you the fuck out and finish it by myself.
Get your little show going still.
Hey, listen. I'm just, you see what I'm saying? That little. First off, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like that.
Big,
that's very good.
But no, that and just the fact that when you come on, you know, you won't want to take my shit serious. Like, oh, you like she said, don't be on time and shit. Like, oh, we ain't getting paid for the nigga. I am, nigga. This is my motherfucking time, nigga. We getting paid, nigga. The fuck, that's a payment. You don't get that back. So yeah, I just don't just take my shit serious.
That's it. I agree. Take it serious because I'm taking it serious.
This
Trust
shit
me.
costs. The computer costs, the internet costs, the subscription for this shit that costs, the recording, the microphone, the headphones, the keypad, the mouse. Nigga, I'm not playing. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Stop playing with my shit, bro. I'll be done
Up to
smack
6
somebody.
a.m. and 6 a.m. in the mornings prepping for the show.
Man, I'm
Right,
sick.
You talking about that?
I done researched the whole fucking week, nigga, for you to tell me you can't show up 10 minutes ago. Could have told me that yesterday. I'd have found somebody else. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, promoted this show and everything, bitch. I'm gonna smack somebody.
You ain't got him mad. He in his feelings.
Yeah, see, I knew that question was gonna get him. Go.
Ooh, you got him.
I knew if one question I asked might get him fired, that would be the one. The promote. I don't think nobody understand if you don't do this, the amount of time, like you said, the staying up. You know, there was nights I was up to like 3, 4 in the morning, just researching, ways to do different stuff to, stand out a little bit or just try to learn podcasting because there's no real handbook on how to do this. You know what I mean? Personality is one thing, but then you got to be able to, do some stuff with that.
Unless you have friends like Dan and Marie, then
yeah.
that's
I
our
was
personal
seeing her
walking
post.
manual.
I'm seeing her post and it's cool, but I can't give her respect because she called me old and old at the same time.
Don't do my friend like that.
So
Don't do my friend like that.
I took it. What Michael Jordan say, I took that personally.
Don't do my friend like that.
Call me old, like I'm Cheech and Chong out this joint, like me. I'm here just dogging it, like I'm old as fuck. Like, damn. But nah, I respect what she does because I do see a lot of her posts when I share those. But people don't understand the promotion that goes into sometimes. Like, I make my own flyers, I do all my own stuff in house because I believe because don't nobody see the vision like you see it. Like, it's cool to have mentors and all that, but I don't believe in outsourcing stuff that's going on to the show or into the show to other people because I tried that once and the dude made this logo and it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, dog, that ain't even what I wanted. I asked you for, what I'm saying, a nigga in a hoodie. You gave me a cat and a dog. Like, what is this? Like, that don't even make sense. Yeah, don't think about it. Yeah, think about it.
A cat and a dog.
Yeah. No talk. That ain't even a joke. That was like real. Like, this nigga came with the weirdest picture I ever seen in my life. And I was like, from here on out, I'm doing everything myself. So all the logos you see on my pages, that's all me. I do all my own work because I'm not trusting.
That's why I do all my stuff because I know how I want it. So it is what it is. I don't want no cat and dog if I give you something. So hey, I'm with you on that.
He will actually. It was before I.
What's up with Danny, man? Danny be on one.
Fire today. And it was actually before I learned about the mother because I thought the nigga was on the up and up. He can't highly recommend it from nobody. He just jumped in my inbox. Was like, hey, I make
from nobody.
He was highly recommended from nobody. I don't know. I mean, nigga act like he had artwork on his page. I don't think it was his. But now that I know better, I know to look for it. Different kind of things. But back then, I was
he was highly recommended from nobody, bro. What the fuck?
What? Oh, that's funny. From nobody.
You're saying like nobody, nobody gave him a letter of recommendation. He just jumped in my inbox on the strength of having confidence that I was brand new in the game, and he took it.
Been red flag.
That's why I don't roast with this nigga.
What was crazy was he didn't charge me, so that's how I knew this motherfucker wasn't about his business. Because he was like, "Yeah, give me nothing." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I see why it's free."
Recommended by nobody.
But yeah, the work that goes into it, I don't think people understand. So I can understand what you mean by that, because that is, I think my biggest pet peeve is because I used to do like flyers and go out, but then I got older. Thank you, Danny, for making me realize I got older. I got older in the game, and I was like, I'm at a place where I don't think I really need to make the flyers like I used to. I can still promote without putting, I kind of got lazy on that end, but I put it, that energy somewhere else. Because once you get to a certain point, it's about, where you put that energy when you're doing it, because now you get to a point where you don't got to stay up till 6 a.m, to do certain things. So you can take that energy and put it, back somewhere else. So I think that's where I'm at now. I'm just moving the energy that I would have put in to stay up till 3 a.m, trying to edit and do all this. And now I'm putting it, back into the show where it belongs. Cause now I feel like I have more energy because I'm not trying as hard to, 4 or 5 days a week. I'm trying to promote. Now I got tools where, like Opus Clips. I don't know if anybody knows about that, but after this show, I take the whole show, I put it in here, and it makes clips for me, and it gives you hashtags and descriptions, and even a header, and it just rates the clips on what will be the best and what will trend the best. So I don't even got to do all that no more. So I put that time that I used to doing that, put some money into it, because you got to pay for what you get, but it's not that bad. But it's an investment. Like everything, once you get to a certain point, you start realizing everything you do for podcasting is an investment. The equipment,
Expensive.
the time,
I
the
want
software.
Can I add on this too, man? Because somebody tried to compare it there, and I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody tried to compare their show to another podcaster show that's doing numbers, how they doing numbers, and I was trying to explain to them like, and they weren't trying to hear me because they don't want to spend no money, right? And I'm like, listen, bro, if you take it back to the 90s, 96, niggas was selling their CDs out the trunk. They paid for them CDs. They didn't get them for free. They paid for them, then they sold them. You can't just come out here and think that you just gotta put up a fucking show and everybody gonna follow it, bro. You gotta pay for your promotion. You gotta have your sound right. You don't want to just go in there and sound like you talking on the speakerphone, bro. Like all that, bro. You gotta put money into your shit if you really want to go. And then after that, you still not gonna see the money come back, bro. You still gotta put the work in. So I don't know, man. Sometimes people just feel like that shit's supposed to come. So shout out to y'all doing y'all motherfucking work for sure.
I think that's where a lot of podcasters fail though, because when I first started this, I used to research like numbers and all this, and there was this fact that really sticks to me today, and it was like most podcasters don't make it past 30 episodes. If you make it past 30 episodes, you in it for the long haul. Because people think after 5-10 episodes, like you're supposed to just blow up Shuey and everything. Supposed to be like money because you did 15 episodes that you didn't promote. 2, your sound quality is shit. 3, your camera looked like it was shot on a computer film. It's all grainy and shit like the shit they shot Bigfoot on. And people like, oh, well, I'm about to be out here. Like, nah, bro, you got
your name ain't fucking your dad ain't fucking Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson, like so you can't just come out and think your name gonna just make it happen.
And I don't want to make nobody something like you can't be just regular Joe Schmo thinking you about to just be out here with nothing behind it, no name, no presence, no money put into it, and that's why
he's come with a degree. Like if you ain't got no degree, you really need work.
And I'll be trying to tell people like the work I put into it shows, and the work that I get out of it. So. And Boom be trying to tell me like, oh yeah, you doing your thing. Like, nah, I'm just doing the job. Like I'm doing the work that I'm supposed to do, and hopefully it pays off eventually. Like I can't keep being a struggling podcaster, but I can't also act like I'm supposed to just get it because somebody else got it. It don't work that way.
But your intentions is different too, because like you said earlier, it's therapeutic. You feel me? So it
might
not even come down to this, right? You feel me? So it might not even come down to the money for on your end, and then where everybody.
And that's the other thing. People get in the podcast and think you about to make buku dollars. There is
that's what you about to do. You got to spend.
You got to spend money to make money. You are always gonna put in sometimes more than you get back in the beginning. Sooner it start getting easier. But there was another stat I read somewhere like podcasting by like 2025, like just entertainment period is gonna be like a $25 billion industry by like 2025, so around there 2026. So I'm not looking. It's 2024. I'm in a good spot. You guys are in a good spot. Let's just keep on rolling because it's going to start coming on the back end. But people got to realize that you just can't roll out of bed, turn on the mic, and be like, "Hey, there's the show. That's what I do, baby." Put another one in the book.
You got one view. I get no views.
Here's the other thing I want to caution people on: the numbers. Like when you first starting out, you only got 5 episodes. Don't look at the numbers.
But you know what? I don't look at numbers. I don't think I ever will. Unless I get a notification about numbers, I don't pay no attention. I just do what I have to do. Eventually, the numbers will come.
I started looking at my numbers recently, the last year and a half, only because I started paying attention to, I'm from a little town in Ohio, so some of the things I do to me feels grander because of where I'm from and the connotation it has. Small city, so I'm doing things that a lot of people don't get to do. Like last week we had a viewer from Norway on. I couldn't tell you anything about Norway other than it's in Norway. I think the capital is Oslo. Oslo, that's how you pronounce it, Oslo, whatever. But to me, that was big, because I'm from Akron, Ohio. I do a podcast in my basement.
I
No,
even supposed to be here.
hey, sometimes I tell people I feel like I'm playing with house money, because sometimes you got to realize that some of the things you do are bigger than where you from. So
What nobody at Akron Elementary talking about somebody gonna hear them in Norway one day. Period.
No.
Period.
That's really that's.
So I feel like it's dope. Like, so when you said you got books in a museum and you was just gonna try to speed past that, I don't know, just can't let that happen. Like that it feels too big for the moment.
When did you first pick up a pen? I think you said 5 years old. Is that what you said? And that's when you started actually writing, like just like I'm gonna just do this. What was like one of your first stories you ever?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is the first thing you wrote? Because if the last thing you wrote was about dude catching the sister joint, I know the first.
Oh, he gave it away. He gave it away. He already had it. He already had it.
Oh, he gave it away. Okay, well,
you been listening? See,
the story was so crazy that it blew my mind.
Think about that, man.
It fucked me up, because I was like, wait, they supposed to be getting married. She fucking the brother. The brother got AIDS, and then they like there was a lot going on. My brain was trying to bounce around like Dragon Ball Z. Keep up.
You a mess.
What's going on? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, what was the first thing you wrote? Because I know it got to be fire compared to that. Because
I was a kid then. I mean, at 5 years old, I was writing feelings. Basically, I was, writing down what I went through. And in 5 years, you're probably like, "Oh, she didn't go through nothing in 5."
Coloring it out like it might not have been. Okay, so what's the most memorable story then?
I wrote a poem that was published on poetry.com called "A True Friend." I wrote it because I lost a best friend. I lost a friend. I thought, hey, let me write this poem. So I wrote this poem called "A True Friend," and I put it on the internet, not thinking that it was going to get published onto an actual site or anything. And I was probably like 10, maybe, when I did that.
I'm failing. Said we failed at life.
Man, I ain't learned to read till 30. I'm 37. The fuck? So you writing a book at 10 just let me know. Like, I was fucking up.
It was a poem.
I don't give a damn. Listen, I mean, I was writing raps. Okay, I was writing raps at like 15, 13. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if we talking poems, but yeah, they wasn't big words. It was "and," "but," and some made up shit.
Author, I apologize for his.
Oh Lord!
But they big words now. I got big words. Now. You feel me?
You got it now. As long as you got it now, you got it now.
Boy went to the Stephen A. Smith College of Wordsmith.
Hey, it worked out.
But
it worked out.
Published on an internet site, just out of nowhere. That's dopeness. Like that's peak like 10-year-old. Because I know at 10 years old I wasn't writing shit. I was running around the streets just trying to trying to stay in the house playing baseball and shit outside. That's dope.
I did have the honor of publishing my son's book as well. He wrote a collection of poetry too.
Damn, even your son dope. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I see. That's amazing. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the kind of stuff that we like to hear. Because I done had some people. No names, please, Joe. But I remember you, Mitch, Marty. You guys fucking suck. But at 10, writing a book, your son wrote a book. You got more on the way. What is the ultimate goal for Breaking the Silence? I know you said you want to kind of keep amplifying the voiceless, which I appreciate because that's what we try to do here. But like, what's one thing this year that you want to be like, if I accomplish this, then I've done something?
Well, I was just looking at a video today on Facebook where I don't know who this guy was behind the camera, but he gave away $1,000 to this girl that was homeless. And then from him doing a project for her, they raised $31,000 for her to get off the streets, basically. So my end goal for this year would probably be to give back to the homeless tremendously, and to some type of nonprofit organization in some type of way. the day on launch day, I actually went out and I gave out homeless bags. I called them BTS bags. I gave out bags to the homeless with combs, brushes, toothbrushes, and stuff like that in it. So it's just to give back. And every guest that come on, I try to find some type of way to support them on their journey too. So to give back.
I can dig it. That's admirable. I know my dad used to do that a lot. He was big on it because he was homeless at one point. So his thing was like go out. He was a truck driver, so he would get stuff like extra clothes that like Gildan and all the t-shirts, big ass boxes of clothes, and go give those out, and also the bags like that. So that is actually amazing. Anyway, Boomer can help, he will.
So look, but I will say this though, real quick though. I do want to ask you this question. So you're big on Black History Month, right? For the Black History reason. I don't think it's just the month, it's just the Black history of itself. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I could just be wrong, and maybe I'm just on some foolishness shit. But honestly, I don't care, man. Somebody gonna follow me, right? But I just want to know your opinion on this. I'm thinking about August, right? Because August don't have no holidays. I don't think August have any holidays. I think we should first off start showing our motherfucking foot and putting our foot down by taking August and making that our month. You feel me? Number one, I think we should make August our month. And then after we make it our month, I don't think that we should care about what anybody else talking about. We said it's our month. That's what the fuck is going to be. End of discussion. You feel me? Now, if y'all want to keep on putting all these videos up in February, y'all do y'all goddamn thing. But we said August, and that's what the fuck it's going to be. I just feel like that. How do you feel about that?
So why you say August though? Why you just because there's nothing going on in August? Why do you want to take it from February? Now, my birthday in February.
I want to take it from February because I feel like February is a disrespect. I feel like February is the shortest month, so it's like we get you niggas out of here as fast as we can.
Oh, never thought about it like that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, boom, think about stuff.
D.
If don't nobody else think about it, he done thought about it.
Okay.
So, I'm like,
We had this conversation before.
And then, to be honest with you, they gave us that month. You go look in the history. If you go look in the history of Black History Month and how we got it, they gave it to us. I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but they actually.
But you know, it didn't start off as a month. It started off as a week.
So you see what I'm saying? So we worked our way up, but the problem is that we keep letting them give us shit. You feel me? So I feel like we need to choose what the fuck we want. If it's gonna be our month, we should choose it, right? Okay, that's how I feel.
But where'd you get August from?
August, because I don't feel like there's no interruptions. You feel me? I ain't got to, like, for instance,
President's Day, George Washington's birthday, and all that.
Yeah, there's no interruption. It's us.
That dude, I'm not gonna lie, that always felt disrespectful to me. Like, here it is, our month. We still gotta celebrate these old wooden teeth ass, wig wearing, powder nose ass motherfuckers. Like, why?
And he was taking our good teeth for his fucked up teeth because his teeth was
actually he had whale teeth. His shit was made out of whale bones.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have a crazy imagination. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it because we got guests. But imagine having wood teeth and a motherfucker. You know what? Never mind. Moving on. So yeah, I do feel like it's fucked up that we do have to celebrate President's Day because you know it's crazy during Black History Month. They be having like President Day sale, mattress blowout sales and shit. Like that feel weird that they hawking products during Black History Month. Like, bring your black ass on down here. Ain't you happy? Come buy a bed. Oh God! Like I just you go out to Ashley's Furniture and get you a black couch, like the blackest couch there is. You know what I'm saying?
Got us happy as hell on the commercials, bro. Like, come on down. Like got us happy as hell. It's our month. Fuck that, bro. We gonna take us a month. We gonna get us. We gonna get right. That's where we start.
Okay. Make it happen. Oh, look at Josh. Okay, Josh. I got some support on this live today. Thank y'all.
Hey, so hey, Josh, I'm gonna follow you, brother. Swear to God, I'm about to look you up right now.
That's my dude. He's from my hometown.
Okay, I didn't even know about that, but that's good because I need to know. But see, so I knew I was on to something. I was just by myself. I got to find the right people, right? Because I knew I was on to something. Thanks for letting me be a co-host, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it. You're welcome. See, you learn something new every day. See, we educational too. It's not just slapstick comedy and poop jokes and stuff. We but no, helping the homeless is a dope thing. I feel like just trying to make the world a better place than we found it it's hard sometimes because everybody has a mentality that why should I do it? Somebody else gonna do it. And then it just gets to if everybody has that mentality, then nobody's helping nobody.
Nobody's helping nobody.
Because I just thought about like our government is fucked up. And I ain't just think about it, but I thought about the other day, like we give money out to other countries. Like I don't like how America is like broke, like poor, like cash poor and everything, but yet still trying to tell me I need to pay my bills, and you bitches ain't even paid y'all bills. Y'all owe China like $1 trillion, but you trying to get me for 1,000. Like you niggas don't need my little bit of money. Y'all need to figure something out. Get off my back. Like I don't like how, and then we give money to other people and we poor. Like how you broke and handing out money.
So they do it like a credit scheme, right? So they do it like a business scheme. So when you buy a business, right, you put everything in a business thing. So when they come back for you, they can only go for the business, right? Not you. So that's how they do it with the government. They put it all on the government's name, but there is no government. There's no person named the government. So even when they spend the money, they making us owe the government as well because the government is the people who spend the money. So even when they say they're giving away shit to the other countries and shit, bro, they don't be giving them that shit, bro. They just say that shit. Just so that we
I don't even want y'all saying it. Y'all poor. You can't get on my back for owing $1,000 and you owe $1 trillion.
Bro, if everybody gets some money, listen, if everybody gets some money, who the fuck gonna work at McDonald's and who the fuck gonna clean my pool? You see what I'm saying? This is why you can graduate with a D+, because a D+ will get you in McDonald's. You feel me? A D+ will get you clean out a pool. This is why we can get a high school diploma with a D. I'm telling you what I know, bro. They don't want us to do nothing but be broke, bro. They ain't gonna.
So you don't want niggas to have money because you want somebody to flip your burgers and clean your pool.
I'm telling you what I'm not. Listen, I ain't rich. I'm the nigga that fuck around and be cleaning the pools and flipping the burger. I'm just saying though, this is how they got it set up. Because if everybody get rich, who gonna flip the burgers? You see what I'm saying? So
you know they don't flip the burgers in fast food, right?
Huh?
You know they don't flip the burgers.
Oh, who gonna smash them? I don't know what they do. I'm just saying, who gonna cook them motherfuckers is my question, because you see what I'm saying? They don't want to cook it. So they make sure that we stay dumb, and they make sure that we pass with a D, so that way we can't graduate that way we don't be educated enough to get nowhere else, and then we can flip their burgers and drop their fries, so they don't got to.
Word. All right. All right.
Come on, man. Should nobody be getting no high school diploma with a D+, my nigga, period, bro. C- minus or better.
I don't know if y'all just seen this, and I don't know if it's real. It couldn't be real. But I think like the new grading scale is like an A is like a 100 to like an 84. A B like was it 83 to 64 or some shit like
it's easy to pass now.
Like they just telling us kids is dumb.
Crazy.
A nigga get an 84, have an A.
Hey, boy, if that was when I was back, boy, I'll be a 4.5.
What?
Bro, I ain't even get a high school diploma. I felt so dumb when I found out all you needed was a D. What's that? Turn in the homework, show up, and fail the test. And that's a D. You get a high school diploma just for that alone. 10% is
that is so sad.
Nowadays, that'll get you valedictorian.
Shut the fuck up. Nigga got started of the year just showing up, huh? Homework ain't even right. Just turn that shit in.
You showed up today, A+. No, but I think it's weird that, and I think because the U.S. is so weird, and we have all these like weird, eccentric, stupid things that we do, but still try to act like we the best in the world. Like I don't get it. We broke. People are stupid. They say we ain't got no money. And it's a lot going on, and it just don't make no sense that America be like, we're the best. Like, nah, nigga, you guys are average. Like,
no, we probably the dopest though.
How?
Because them rules, bro. Listen, them rules over there, some other places.
Yeah, but they also got money and people in line, like, you know.
Yeah, but like, okay, I ain't never been able to really listen to too many out of country rappers or singers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
You know the weirdest rappers to listen to?
Who that?
Guys from England. I can't. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much
I know English, but it's different English. And that accent is it's hard to take a gangster rapper from English. Like I can't take this nigga seriously. People like, we're going to lose, love. Like, how can I listen to that and it be like, yeah, you go kill somebody tonight?
Nah, even worse though.
Hardcore. Go to the Louvre, love. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little bit managed, Nicole. I'm just a little bit managed. I ain't never tried it, but I'm gonna try it tonight, man. I'm gonna just see what it look like, bro. I'm gonna see what it look like. Russian porn. Like, bro, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is they talking about? Could you imagine the sounds? Oh. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? You gotta be happy to be an American.
The fact, time out.
I'm just saying, because I wouldn't want to sound like that.
The fact that she was like, I'm gonna turn on Russian porn because I want to hear what it sound like.
Oh my god!
When she getting cracked, bro, I just want to hear how she sound, bro. I have to see how she sound, bro. That's it. I ain't trying to watch it like that.
You think her moans is in a different language? Is what you telling me?
I mean, they laugh different. Hey.
You think she moaning in Russian, bro?
I bet. How much you want to bet when we come back next week, bro? Ask me next week when we come back. Ask me next week when we come back. I had an answer for you.
He's gonna have the answer. Trust me.
I'm gonna have an answer for you next week.
Can anybody tell me if a moan has a language? I need to know. There be some kind of language.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how you know. You know it, dude, because you ain't never heard no black girl say "I" like them Spanish girls. You ain't heard them say that. Yeah, stop it. You know it's different. I.
This is going off the rails. All right, let's get back.
That's funny.
I can't believe this nigga was like, I want to watch because I want to listen to it. You the only nigga in America that's be watching porn.
Only nigga in America.
Trying to get education from a porn. Let me see if she speaks Russian. Then you go into the next one. Like,
okay. Real quick. Real quick scenario. You at a bar over in Russia. You meet a Russian girl, you talking to her, she bad. You don't know how she sounded, you getting the cussing, you know what I'm saying?
I know how she sound because I heard her talk.
But that don't mean her mom gonna be totally, man, bro. No. I don't know what the fuck.
Don't ever do that again, please.
Oh my god.
That's me, I'm the Russian.
I can go without seeing or hearing that. Don't ever do that again. Like ever.
I'm just saying, see? So now you probably won't even want to talk to a Russian if that's what they sound like.
I don't even watch porn for me, period. Nigga, that is like a double ducky. Don't ever do that shit again. What the fuck? This nigga was like, gawk. The fuck is anywho, man? All right.
Man, that's what it sounds.
This is why I don't like doing this show. Because this shit don't never go on schedule. How the fuck do we get some weird ass tangents, and I don't even know how the fuck we get where we be.
I'm immature with Nicole. I apologize, Nicole. I'm immature. Don't blame me.
Y'all got me in tears. Y'all crazy.
Nigga said, I want to see if she moans in Russian.
Oh Lord. Go ahead. Somebody looking at her tonight.
I bet.
About 4 people right now. Like I can tell you she don't for sure. Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what would be even crazier? If somebody was watching this with their Russian wife and be like, how do you moan?
How do you moan? Look at her.
Her name Helen.
I had to think about that.
I don't really want to know because I ain't never thought about that, and that's just weird. But appreciate you because, yeah.
You gotta man,
you don't want to go to no another country. You just go to Russia and then marry somebody in Russia and then don't like how they moan. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I've never. You know what? Another time.
Anywho. It ain't about your looks, ladies. It's about your moan. All right.
Oh Jesus, we about to have every woman. We just got out of Women's History Month. We about to get canned by every woman feminist on the world because of this nigga. Music Boomer does not respect What the Shit podcast or its incendiaries, please. Any problem you have with what he said, please send it to him. I don't need no hate mail. I didn't say it. I don't even condone it. Matter of fact, he's getting docked one. You know, because I feel like that was very disrespectful to women. You set women back 2 days.
I'm sorry, women. I'm sorry, ladies.
The car was here. You just set him back 2 whole days. Now, hard they had to try just to get up that hill, and now they was up in the big leagues. And had they turn it back,
it's not about no BBL, lady. Your moan got to be on point.
Oh my God! Can we move on?
Scratchy. Start over.
All the P's. If you have a BBL, the reviews of Boomer does not respect what the shit. If you like it, we love it. Whatever you like doing, do that. If
you're making it worse, you're making it worse.
If you want to put cement in your butt and you walk around, that's cool. But you know,
oh God, you gotta stop.
All right, but oh shit,
serious thing. That's the crazy one.
I know. Because you gotta. I learned from our politicians. If you don't believe what you're gonna say, just say it in a serious tone. Do a lot of head nods and a finger wag here and there, and you can get away with shit. Like they do it all the time. They be like, "We ain't got no money."
You be like, that finger, bro. They serious, bro. We gotta figure something out.
Them niggas broke as fuck. I believe them, yo. I don't know why, but
if they don't do the finger, they say we ain't got no money. Then you like, that nigga lying. He ain't throwing
this. I did not have sex with that woman. I'm like, damn, he didn't have sex with her. He just said it. I believe it because you do this in any statement, nigga. You got to be serious. I don't care what you talking about.
Oh my God.
Fuck, because he did this.
I swear to God, I'll fuck you up.
I will hurt you, boy. I don't want no trouble, boss.
Oh God. God is crazy.
Hands up.
Hands up, bro. Hey, man, don't hurt me, boss. Just don't.
I need to laugh at that. Y'all crazy.
I will gut punch you. Oh, that nigga's gonna punch me hard. I'm gonna leave him alone. But no, let's get back on task. Sorry. Tangents, no more tangents until the next one. So you've been doing this open. Let's talk about the open mic that you've been doing because we didn't touch on that yet.
So open mics is every Saturday, 8 p.m. I do have a co-host. She was actually, I think, tuned in. She's on my co-host on open mic. She basically shares the same vision as I do. We want to showcase talent. We want, people to know about new artists that's out there and just get them out there. Whether you're a DJ, you can tap in. I don't care what you do. Come up there, and show your talent. So that's how that came about. And she came along and I didn't know her either. And she just shared the same vision and boom, we're friends. Just like that.
That's pretty much what it's about too. Finding people that share the same vision, not the people that's around you when we come up looking for our community supporters. I'm doing this, follow me, share my shit. But it's really about the people that share the same vision, not sharing your shit.
Yeah, because she go hard for me. I have to publicly say she go hard in the paint for me. So
this is like when you say open mic, like it's a stage, like a venue, or this is
it's virtual.
Okay, virtual. Okay. Yeah, so I can come on there and I can come over there and spit his hot 16 then.
Okay.
And he gonna do this while he rapping.
Yeah.
Told you. I'm serious when I'm rapping.
I'm serious about what I do. I believe him. He's serious as shit because he did this.
Oh my God.
Did he kill who?
Don't you come over that thing. Don't you come over that thing.
When he said he killed somebody, he did this. He was telling the truth about that part. He said he had $1 million, he had his hands down. When he said he killed somebody, no, he stopped.
I'm done.
But so how long have you been doing the open mic, and how can people be a part of it if they would like to come spit some of that hot shit?
Well, the open mic has pretty much been there since the beginning of Breaking the Silence. I started at launch day, basically. That same Saturday I started it. She didn't come alone until after it was kind of like a little, maybe like 2-3 Saturdays that into it. But it's been going on since the beginning. I do debates on Sundays too.
How did you find her? How did you find her?
Facebook.
Just somebody I needed to co-host.
I wasn't even looking, to be honest, but God sent her me.
And sometimes how it's happened. I wasn't looking for one either, and God sent me Boomer, and I
but see, the only thing about DC is God sent him Boomer 10 seasons ago.
And I told God, take him back. As you can see, all in prayer.
I do not roast with him, Nicole. That's why I leave him alone. For real. That's why I leave him alone. I don't know how you respond that quick. I don't.
Oh man, I told God take him back.
That's why I leave him alone, dog. That's why I leave him alone.
And all things aside, I do appreciate Boom Like because
Man. This man been
Well,
rocking
my daughter is
years.
the co-host of Debate Nights as well. I have a co-host for Debate Nights. She hasn't really started yet, but she's yearning to get into that role of co-hosting Debate Nights too.
So how does debate night work? What do we debate about? Is there like a certain topic?
Well, I just put a topic out there. Like the last debate I did with my son, it was about Martin Luther King Jr. versus Malcolm X.
Oh,
I like that. That's a dope show. That sounds like a super dope show.
So who won?
I was about to say if you want like me to come on there and tell y'all how the black women fucked up all the men, I explain. But yeah, go ahead.
DC, what you gonna do with him?
I to pick him back up, but this nigga don't answer my calls no more.
He dropped me off. I ain't got nowhere to go.
New phone, who this? Like it's me, God. Like, nah, I don't know who this is.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Let me put you on hold, and I'm still on hold.
I just pick random topics that we came up with a list. I had a topic team at first. I had people that were on the topic team. They're family. I have a debate team and a topic team, and they came up with topics in like a month. So we have topics for days, probably into next year that we're going to be talking. So it's already planned out for the rest of the year. And I go against either my son or my daughter or my co-host to come up there sometimes, and she'll do a debate. So hey, and my niece to come up there too. So it's a family thing.
So Boomer said he'll be up there if you would like. He'll debate. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna start off 1920 when women's got their rights. We're gonna start right there.
Look, I got a good topic for you. I saw a topic today that's on fire. What do women bring to the table?
Oh, I like that. Put me on if you need me.
Well, that's all the time we have today.
I like that.
I know one thing. We ain't about to do that on this.
What the shit?
Yeah, we about to have women picking it outside my street.
Brought to you by my host, DC.
Oh,
man. Me and DC was talking about this in the messages about how black women got us.
Hell, we was.
We was talking about this right before the show. We ain't gonna let this black woman come on the show and take over. We gonna let her know off rip what it is. Remember, DC? Want me to show the messages?
DC said,
I don't know about that.
Wasn't me. Never DC. It wasn't this one, nigga. Because I know not to go down that road. A lot of things I'll talk about. One of them.
He said it's up with religion, politics, and black women.
Hell, I'll take politics off that list and keep black women on there because that's one thing I won't do, my nigga.
I'm not talking about no black women.
Nigga,
got nothing to say about
how much power is in that motherfucker, nigga? Please, I like having relations. There's one thing I won't do. Let's talk about black women.
You see that? You saw that, right? You saw the hand.
One thing I won't do. I won't talk
Did you see that hand
on this platform.
Yeah, not talk about black women.
It ain't a space for nobody else but black women. Everybody else
they can get it, huh?
Get these notes, get these shots. You know what I'm saying? But black women, that's where I draw the line. I won't do that. And it's not because I'm scared. It's because the respect. Because my mom was a black woman. Amen. My grandmother was a black woman. My sister, my nieces are black women. That's one thing. That's one line I won't cross ever. That's not a joke I'll make.
Everybody you just named, all them family members you just named, all of them but my grandma's got me fucked up.
That's you. Every household is different. Me, I like peace in my household, so that's why they get respect. Because the last thing I want to do is argue. Man. Or be wrong, which 90% of the time I am wrong. So I'm already behind the 8 ball because I'm usually wrong because I'm a man.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, so you can't be a man and stupid and making stupid mistakes. So you got to, pick and choose your battles, boom.
Hey, hey, listen, they got to get me on that debate because I'm tired of this shit. We got to take our motherfucking shit back, bro. We got to take our shit back.
Bro. Hey, bro, you on your own. Don't bro me. No.
Wait.
The views of Boomer do not reflect what the shit we are. You know what I mean?
Put that disclaimer in there.
We is not about to. We ain't shit. You
listen, I love my black women, man. I love y'all.
Man, that's crazy.
I ain't never been with nothing else. I love my black women. That's all I got. But until the debate, until I can make it to debate show. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come on the debate show. I'm gonna talk about 1920s up, and then I'm gonna come on the open mic and I'm gonna rap about 1920s.
DC. Get your boy.
You put the time in, you got to let the jukebox play. And once you get them riled up, you got to let the time run out on it.
Lord have mercy.
That's why you get them to a certain point. You put that dime in, now you got to let them run with it.
Then I got 3 daughters. Oh yeah, it's going.
We're gonna be doing spoken word with the snaps. Women are nothing.
Man, they be in here doing this, man. They start young. They start young. I got 3 black beautiful daughters, man. They on my ass, be dogging me. I mean, like, act like I'm their damn man sometimes. Like, who you on the phone with? Where you going? Can I have this? Can I do that? Can we like? And if I don't, it's like, what you want? Like, what? Who's you? Your daughter? Like, all right, man. Here we go.
Parenting 101 with Boom. That's gonna be a new segment. On this show. Parenting 101. We're gonna let Boom give 15 minutes of parenting advice. Actually, 5 minutes of parenting advice.
Please don't do that.
15 minutes is too long. We're just gonna give him 5 minutes to give out parenting advice. I'm gonna have a nice little overlay for it. It's gonna be Boom with 2 kids and the sunshine look like Mr. Rogers and like parenting advice with Boom.
And I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna say hello, parents. How about parenting 101 today? Yeah.
He said, hello, parents.
Here's what you don't want to do. So back to open mic night, debate show. How can people be a part of those?
Well, they can reach out to either me or my co-host and let us know they want to be a part, what they're doing, and boom, it's like that.
Easy enough. So if y'all got talent and y'all really want to showcase it, open mic night.
Who's your co-host? Who's your co-host?
Kashari Peterson.
Oh, right there, Cope.
Right there.
Right there. But you guys are doing something dope. I've been seeing some of you guys got a lot of people getting in on that. So that is a dope idea. And it's also, a good form of entertainment because if they suck, well, then there we go.
Well, I don't want to put this out here, but I guess I will. Next year, I'm gonna say next year. Next year, we're gonna actually do open mic in person. It's gonna be one in North Carolina and one in Alabama, where she's from. So we'll actually get to meet.
Have you ever had somebody come on there and bomb? Just be like, man, I can't wait till this show over. I know we asked you that earlier, but this open mic, I know. No? So everybody came on there was fire, Nicole, Miss Nicole.
No, look, let me tell you something. That had the language in her head shake. You said anybody been on there? They were all good.
All good.
Talent on earth. I don't know how they make it to America's Got Talent. I seen the body language.
I ain't fooling with y'all.
No, they were all good.
I wasn't good, Miss Nicole. I wasn't good. You say, was it me? You gonna have
exactly
all in your inbox. Was it me?
Yeah, my inbox jumping off. I'm gonna send them straight to DC and you, and boom.
Oh, they asked me. Everybody positively sucked.
Do not ask DC, bro. Don't.
That should
be the best. That shit could be trending #1. He gonna find a way. He gonna make you take that shit down. This thing shit trending #1. This thing gonna make you take that shit down.
I would not do that. I believe talent is talent. Everybody, because it takes heart. Here's the thing. I don't believe nobody sucks. There's a level of nerves sometimes that people's first time getting on front of the camera or in front of a mic that it might not be their best performance because they nervous, especially if they lie. It might not be a huge crowd, but it's the fact that eyes are on them and they haven't done something like this before. You might hit a note in your throat, just be like, one of them joints. You know what I mean? Or your poetry, you
Don't ever do that again.
when I give a little, what I'm saying, little business to it, so when you try to, as a man, you try to hit a note or something, or you try to make your voice go back to 15.
Bro, I learned how to sing. You sing with your regular voice, regardless of what note they hit, and that's your voice.
Okay, Jaheem.
Yeah, I know. I learned. I
That
can sing any song now.
like
I be in this bitch singing Alicia Keys, nigga. I know all the songs, nigga.
You know them, but they don't make the notes.
It sound good in my voice, though.
No, it sounds good in your head.
Wow.
I don't fuck with him, bro. This is why I leave him the fuck alone.
Because every singer in their head sound amazing, but they don't hear themselves outside.
Be in the shower, knowing I should have been on American Idol.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You letting that water drown your sound out. That's what you're not hearing. Everybody sound good against raindrops, they say.
I'm in the studio like, y'all got no shower in this motherfucker?
Yeah. You don't want raindrops on my shit. You don't want no T-Pain. You want raindrops. Anywho, but no, what I'm saying, everybody, so it's nerves. I done had some people come on here and was supposed to freestyle, and they just like, I can't do it right now, because they even on the nerves. So it's cool.
Yeah, everybody's been good. Everybody's been pretty decent coming on.
I believe it, because you said it.
Mm-hmm. No finger.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming on here. This has been fun. We definitely have to do this again. Maybe get your coach on here until we can give her a little razz. I want to try to get I want to say this. Yeah, Myron, I know, dog. All the songs. We got the testing one day, but I want to get because I do panels. Sometimes I do panels. Where a couple guests on. I usually do what I call kingish and queenish. It's a panel of either men or women, moderated, all women, and it's moderated by a male, not me. Unfortunately, I don't get to do that. I've outsourced that job, and then I have an all male one with a female moderator. I would like to get you and your co-host on that. I don't know if I'm doing it again soon this year, but I definitely want to get you back on here. This was fun. Yeah. I appreciate you coming on. I know you said you were nervous, so let me ask you, are you nervous still after being on here?
No. Definitely.
We didn't scare you off?
Nah, y'all cool. Y'all actually made my day. I was having a down day, and I need that laugh today.
See, that's what we're good at one thing, either making your day or in Boom's case, fucking up your day. But either way, that's the yin and yang of this show. I make things better, he make things worse, one show at a time. But
you're gonna get both sides.
You're gonna get both.
You're gonna get both. It's not out of here like what you gonna walk out of here like what the shit?
That's the exactly.
Exactly.
No, good.
Bro, I don't know how to think about how that went. I'm sure I was on a podcast, but I don't know what just happened.
What just happened?
It's a Russian porn. Like, what's going on in my head?
I can't get it out of my head. No.
And him singing against raindrops. Thinking against raindrops. Nigga thought he was Usher.
My accomplishments to this nigga singing raindrops. Martin Luther King to Russian porn. I don't know what to do after I leave out of here.
That's the point of the show. We're here to entertain. Like I tell people all the time, this is the lighter side of news and entertainment. I don't like doing all that serious Walter Cronkite journalism school of bullshit. I like to have fun. Yeah, Mark definitely trying to do the touch on the ring. This the guy out there like this. Keep the light.
Showing that mid-age. Y'all showing that mid-age then.
Yeah.
Look at them dancing.
I don't know none of these new niggas and they can't dance.
Break dance over. Look at
hey, you ain't gonna hear. I stopped dancing after Stanky Leg. That was the last one I could do.
Me too.
Anything got the Stanky Leg, nigga. So don't invite me to your wedding if you don't want to see a nigga Stanky Leg.
I will on that.
You gonna be the Stanky Leg the whole every song. This nigga be here. What's the problem?
I'm that bitch Stanky Leg.
I ain't got you, babe. This nigga one leg out. So I can ask y'all a question because I still never got what the fuck was up with dudes ordering that you don't know my name. This nigga was eating oatmeal and catfish or catfish and hot chocolate.
I don't know if that dude make that sound nasty as fuck.
Like, how is you like you got a crush on the nigga that eat hot chocolate and fish?
I never paid attention to the meal, bro. Where the fuck is that?
You talking about Alicia Keys?
In that video, you don't know my name.
You don't know my
You can
name.
recognize that.
Most
What
Def.
you doing?
It was Most Def.
Why the fuck did you notice what he was eating?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That was what you supposed to be looking at.
Because I noticed that stuff. That's the shit I noticed when I'm looking at shit. I noticed
Look at that video again.
because the nigga was eating catfish or he was eating fish and he had hot chocolate.
It might have been tea. It might have been tea, bro.
There was no goddamn tea. I know what the fuck hot chocolate looked like in tea.
It could have been a soda.
I gotta go watch
It was hot chocolate and fish. Go back and look. I'm telling y'all, guaranteed dollars to donuts. He was eating hot chocolate and fish. Why the fuck was that his meal? And that was his regular. Like this nigga was eating this shit on a daily basis.
He knew his meal by heart.
Nigga's irregular like a motherfucker.
If my black women was obsessed with they black men like Alicia Keys was obsessed with
Go again, DC.
So anyway,
he said, I want to survive, boy. Stop doing that shit.
Yeah, like I don't want if black women don't please black women. If you do anything, you the opposite of that because this nigga was eating catfish and hot fish. If you want a nigga doing that shit, that nigga was like, wait a little bit slow. Because there's no way he was eating that. That was his usual.
And she cooked it good.
She was serving it. But still, she called this nigga like, hey, it's me from the diner, you know, the one where you eat catfish and hot chocolate together. Like a fucking murderer. Like a weird.
She probably, and then the next statement was like, nigga, catfish and hot chocolate for life. How you like that?
Ew. Strong gut. This nigga.
Every time you come in there, I got
that's
you, baby.
the worst combination ever. Like really that don't even sound appealing.
No.
Like nothing about catfish and hot chocolate seem like it go together. For good reason. Because the shit don't go together.
You need a Pepsi. Only if you want to be
that nigga need a colonic. Like this shit got to be back the fuck up. This nigga gotta be harboring about 10 years of shit he need to get rid of.
Man, that's crazy.
He got trauma down below. Like that is horrible. Anywho, I digress. Say that for another time. I thought that was weird. I don't know why that popped in my head like that, but anywho, I told y'all this is what happens. Before we get out of here, Nikki, I want you to talk to the people, tell them where they can find you, what you got going on, what's next, and all that good stuff.
All right, so Breaking the Silence has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. I'm on Facebook as Author Nikki Nicole. I'm on TikTok as Author Nikki Nicole. Instagram is Breaking the Silence 2022. What's next? Those 2 books are going to get published soon. I'm hoping to drop them on Mother's Day both at the same time, so look for that. I do have a website, www.nickynicole.store, if you want to purchase one of my books.
Thank you, Boomer. I guess let's see what happens. Go ahead, talk to the people.
So look, black women, no, just play. Why you look away like that?
Hey man, I was gonna let you cook.
Oh God,
oh, man, you know, man.
You gonna hang yourself.
Number one, y'all gonna catch me every week here. It's your God come and get me, y'all gonna catch me. Y'all gonna catch me here every week, 8:15 p.m. Eastern on What the Shit podcast, man. Shout out to my dude DC for having me on the show, man. That's dope, man. Also, man, I was turning around on my podcast for a second. Some people had pissed me off and I was gonna do something, but my daughter kind of checked me because my black queens, they always my lead. And she kind of checked me and shit. So it's a whole, I got all this work for podcast recorded, and I need to go ahead and start dropping it like I was. So I am going to go ahead and do that. But other than that, you're going to catch me here. You also going to catch me on another show, Miss Londa, shout out Miss Londa Sip and Talk podcast. Other than that, again, thank you, DC, for letting me be a part of this, man.
Because I'm lazy and I don't like to say all this shit, my shit just going to scroll at the bottom while I talk. Appreciate our guest, Author Nikki Nicole. For coming on here, my guy. Boom. I know I gave you a lot of shit, man, but I appreciate you. You were a great part of this show. That hurt to say you were a great part of this show.
He was serious. I seen that. He was serious.
Serious, because you can't You gotta have that index finger and the thumb together so you really know for emphasis. But no, I appreciate you for being here too. Appreciate our guests, everybody who watches. Please subscribe, share, tell your grandma we are the only podcast still on flip phones to this day. So we still out here doing our thing. Next week we have Itty Bitty Reed King, a ballet dancer, rapper, artist from Philly coming on the show. Be talking about some of her work and what she do. More laughs, more excitement to come. You know what I mean? As always, be you. Talk your shit because can't nobody else talk your shit like you. Thank you for coming for the last stand for the mayhem. I think that's it. I still want to know why this nigga was eating catfish and hot chocolate. Like I'm sorry.
Let it go.
Go listen to see how them Russian females sound.
I don't know. But
like that. Just like that. Imagine. Terrence, that's what you hear.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all. Roll them credits.